Today we have a different kind of grab bag. This is a dealer that I first met at the last November Tennessee State Numismatic Society show in the suburbs of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And at the time, she had one of these lots, which was 50 carded coins. Well, I see a couple in those little envelopes in here, but 50 identified coins for $10. So it's a grab bag. And last time she only had one and I bought it. I got a couple of new coins for my collection, but I got several that were upgrades, things like Australian pennies, and it was what I remember the most. So a couple of old Russian Empire coins, and so there were some good things. There were a lot of things that I already had, but I thought it made for an interesting video, and I bought 4 of them this time. So we're going to have 4 videos of these, and we're going to see how it turns out. And so in a minute here, I'm going to dig into here and see what we find. Since you had about 20 of these made this time, I went in and tried to find one coin in each bag that I did not recognize. And I don't particularly remember what it was. It could have been this one right here that I don't recognize. I'm not sure what that one is. So we'll find out here in a moment. This particular dealer also had lots of good $1 to $10 coins in flips in bins, and so a lot of them from my last video were also priced at $1 to $5, but at this price you're selling them for 20 cents each. So let's find out what we're going to have. Yeah, I should have mentioned that I saw her again at the March 2023 Tennessee State Numismatic Show in Chattanooga. So this is the second time that I have seen her there. I'm going to pick all throughout it, but I'm going to start with this one in the front, which I'm pretty sure I have already. That it appears to be a 1 lira coin from Italy. Lower value, but something that is actually harder to find than the pretty 50 and 100. So it's a tiny little coin that is of no value a lot later. But seeing the scale there, and then on the back dating to 1955. Rome mint, I guess, is the R mint mark in the cornucopia. So it's identified, but I wish that, I mean, if you're going to put this together, you don't have the time to identify a lot of these. So let's see what this one is. Another one from Italy. So I hope we don't get too many from one country, but why, I don't know if that wouldn't be the KM number, 40 cents. But it is in nice condition. Yeah, maybe uncirculated here. 1982, 20 lira. Again, I don't see these as often as the 50s and the 100s. Okay, here's a one of these little envelope. It says Korea 10-1, 1982, KM6A. So some of these are identified a little bit better. And when I pull that one out, has a couple of spots, but in pretty decent shape on there. I think that one is pretty common to find. So let's go ahead and get this next one in an envelope. Also another Korean, the 101 from 1978. And is that going to be extra fine instead of putting XF instead of an EF? KM9 has a value of $2. I don't know what that might be the mintage totals, but this is a fairly easy coin to find. I would certainly never suggest anyone pay $2 for it, but I guess that's extra fine condition. I'm not the best at grading, but there are 2 different coins that look kind of similar from South Korea with about that kind of look. Let's pick something, another carded one. And we have something else from Korea. It's a different 10-1, so this one's newer than the last one we saw. A little bit more details here. Written 10 cents in the bottom. I don't know if that's what she paid for it or what she sold it for, or she says it would be worth 70 cents. So I remember some of the prices on here seem kind of suspect, but these are not that hard to find even in uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated condition. The 10 cent. What I do think is neat about them is when you look at the edge, the top is copper and the bottom is copper, and it's almost all like a steel in the middle. You can't even hardly see the copper along the edge. And now that I look in the video, there's another of the same coin right here. So that's not a good start. It's going to make me rethink whether or not I should have purchased. If we get a lot of coins just like this one, it's going to make me wonder if I should have purchased 4 of these $10 bags. So let me dig in a little bit more in the middle. And now we've got France, a 2 francs. Pretty coin, but a lot rarer than the 1 franc coin. 50, I hope, means that they think it was worth 50 cents. Yeah, I'd say it's in really good condition, so I'll give them that. But I see this, the next one in front here is another one that I recognize as another fairly common coin from Italy, the 5 lira. As a, I can never figure out what that thing is. Is it a boat or a hatchet? But on this side we have a dolphin, which is nice. 75 cents written on this one. Again, you should not have to pay that price to get that coin. Here is a proof coin from Jamaica, so that's pretty. This dates to a time in the, I guess, the 70s and the 80s where the Franklin Mint made a lot of Jamaican proof sets that are easy to find at a low price. This one must have a book value of 80 cents. And what people do for it is you can buy the entire set for the value, for pretty much the silver spot price of a couple of silver coins, the larger coins that are in it. And then that makes the proof coin of lower denominations that are not silver pretty much free. And so at some point someone sold them to this dealer to get it. But that would certainly be an upgrade in a collection if you didn't already have the proof set and you wanted something of silver. So here's the 100 lira that I've described before as probably one of the easiest coins from Italy to find, and they're almost always in good shape because they're made of stainless steel. They're not going to tarnish any. The only problem you ever have to worry about with them is how well worn do they get. But yeah, an uncirculated 100 lira is not that hard to find. So far, I'd say that proof Jamaican coin is the best thing in here, and that one's neat. Okay, so I'm probably have this coin. I'm certain I have this coin, but again, to be carded and in uncirculated condition, that's pretty nice. The 50 sen from Indonesia, 1961. Mod Eagle. So is that a variety of this coin from Indonesia? I will say that the lady who is running this booth was Asian, and so she would probably be more in tune with some of the varieties that would be available in Asia and Indonesia. So, okay, going on to Japan now. Okay, this one's nice. I don't recognize this coin offhand. Interesting that we have 2 different prices written on here, $1, but also $2.75. Japan Taisho 6, 5 rins. So if we look at the middle of the coin, I recognize the number 5 is the top character. So a rin would be something that made up a sen, and 100 sen made up 1 yen. And so if a yen is worth less than a penny today, you wouldn't want this for the foreign exchange value. But that for a coin that is approximately a little over 100 years old from Japan in that condition, I like that one, and I don't think I would have this one. Extra fine condition, I could see that being worth $2.75. Flip it over, and that is a design that I recommend or recognize on Japanese coins of that era, with the kind of the leaves look on it. Gordy Gill, 60 cents. BR for bronze, I guess. Second coinage. I'm not sure what that means. So that's my new favorite coin out of here. Here's something labeled as a half peso, and that one's nice. If that's 50 cents, would have certainly paid 50 cents for that from another dealer. So let's see. So this is Dominican Republic, and I don't recognize this design. 1986. See the names of Bono, Espaillat, and Rojas. Cuna de los Derechos Humanos. I don't know all those words. Hermanos is brothers, maybe? So we've got, that might be our third coin that I'm happy about in this box so far. Then looks like we have another, I guess that one's a proof. It doesn't have the same shine as the last one. So it says 1972 5-cent coin. If it's not proof, it's at least brilliant uncirculated again. And she's just going to call it uncirculated here. Book value 40 cents. Cam 46. But I like the alligator or crocodile, whichever. I can't tell the difference. We've got a Bahamas 5-cent coin for would have been sold for 50 cents. With the pineapple on it. My son's teacher collects things with an image of pineapples on them, and I gave her a couple of these Bahamas 5-cent coins. I don't know if any of them were as in uncirculated condition as that one, but those are, again, something that's kind of easy to find. So here's a small Italian 50 lira coin, and this one is not very easy to find because it's a lot smaller, a lot easier to get lost. The design hasn't changed any, I don't think, compared to the one that is almost 2 or 3 times bigger than this one. This one is the size, about the size of a U.S. dime, and the 50 is usually larger than a quarter, maybe closer to $50. So I have it, but you don't see these quite nearly as often. So I think they only made these for about 2 or 3 years. BU at 30 cents. Okay, here's a well-worn Britain penny. There are certainly people who collect these. 1918 would have asked for $1 for this one. It is well-worn partially, more so on the right side. The monarch of George V. So a lot of people collect those, but they're also fairly easy to find. I think this one is Italy. Let's turn it over. Okay, so if you like Italian coins, there are a lot of those here. 1920 10 centesimi with Vittorio Emanuele III of Italy. Again, an easy coin to find. Well, sort of easy coin to find. But this one is in really good condition. We've got the bee there pollinating a flower, I suppose. I usually find that well worn. So that one could be an upgrade. I see another coin here labeled Jamaica. That looks, well, this one has a lot of detail on it. Another uncirculated. How do you like the yellow, neon yellow staples that are on this one? 1982 copper nickel 5 cents, 2 million minted. Kraus retail 20 cents. That sounds about right. At least they're honest with the price on this one. Minted at London. I thought these were the Franklin Mint, but maybe not. 19.1 millimeter. That's a pretty good detail someone put on that coin. So I wonder if this lady just bought out collections. Okay, here's this is nice. Lithuania, pre-Soviet. 1925 20 cent too, in very fine condition. I have very few pre-Soviet Lithuanian coins. And you certainly don't find these in grab bags very often. I like that one. Cam 74, $390. I wonder if that's that. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the price, just because of being about 100 years old and good condition. A stalk of wheat here. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this purchase here. Let's go on to the half franc, and no, that one's not that special. Very common to find those. Canadian 5 cent back when it was 12-sided, 1946. Okay, it's pretty old. One thing about this dealer is if you go through her bins, there are a small number of coins that are listed as free, and the rules are you buy one coin and then you can take a free one. And I looked through the bins for a few minutes, found a couple worth purchasing. I didn't find any free ones, or I would have claimed them. But George V, so nice coin, especially if you're putting together trying to get a complete set of those. This one is, I hope you would never pay $5 for this or $1 for this. These, I'll give you that it's good condition for something that is over 50 years old. But I am overflowing with these two new pence coins. Let's see, we've got one from another of these. That one's in common coin in uncirculated condition. So one of those in the video already. Let's go to another. Okay, I guess we have a lot of these Korean coins in these the little envelopes here. So 1982, 51. I think we've already seen the 100 and the 20, the 100 and the 10. So 50 from 1982. Seen plenty of those before. Has 0.12 on there. Probably would have sold that for 10 cents. Let's move on to something from Indonesia. And that is funny. I just bought this, made a video of this coin, probably my last video, and I called this the hardest name I've ever tried to pronounce on an Indonesian coin. Let's see, that is Dr. I'll try it again just so you can laugh at me. Dr. Cipto Mangunkusumo. So this comes from a series in 2016 where Indonesia, on all of their coins for 1 year, featured a doctor. Pretty coin, though. I like that. With the uncirculated, the look of the wings, I think, are incredible on that. And a 200 rupiah for 2016. Let's come over here. We've got another one in an envelope. Another Korea 51. Is this the same one we just saw? Yes, it is. So that one's even in worse shape. So had a price tag of 5 cents on that one. That doesn't inspire confidence. Here's another very common coin, the Bahamas 1 cent with a starfish on it, 50 cents. I will say there are different varieties of it, especially when you go back to the time that Bahamas were ruled by the Queen Elizabeth as the monarch. So this one was after they became their own commonwealth. That's been in there a while. It's got rusty staples. Okay, another tin one, fine to very fine. Yeah, we saw one of those already. So could do without that. That kind of thing brings the whole bag down. And another 51. Is this worth opening? No. Nothing out of the ordinary with that. Got a few more of these little envelopes. Let's mark at 12 cents. We've got another these 100s. Although, is that the I think that's the same version that we saw earlier. So let's get past that one. Let's go to another one that's stapled. And okay, we've got something from Panama with their national hero of Rica from 2001. $1.15 seems kind of an odd price on a coin, but I think this coin has 4 or 5 different backs because they used it for several decades, where the front stayed the same, but there are different variations on what is written on the back. That one just spells out the word Un Centésimo de Balboa. Another Korean 101 for $2. I'm not going to open it. This one's priced at 10 cents. Another 101. Let me see if this is the other version. Okay, this is at least the other version of that 101 coin, so I can at least show that to you. Obviously the newer version of that, but don't want to pay anything for that. Another one of those. Another one of those. And back to the 20 lira from Italy. Again, uncirculated. Someone's going to be happy with that one. Okay, another good one from Indonesia, 1974. Pretty sure I already had this one, but that isn't, I think this one is a 1-year commemorative coin. I'm not going to be able to pronounce any of the words on here, but it shows a family. I don't know what Keluarga Barancana means, but it's the 5 rupiah from 1974. Another envelope here. Lithuania. Chinese modern tourist fake. Well, I'm glad it's not that. Let's see what this another Lithuanian coin is going to be. What is that? Is this silver? This looks a lot like the last one. 1 litas. So this was a different denomination than the last one. This one, I was not expecting a silver coin in any of these bags, so I hope there are going to be more. Okay, I'm going to have to pause and look this one up. That's really neat right here. That's a showstopper. Yeah, I'm going to say right now that this bag, this coin makes the whole bag worth it to me. This one is 50% silver. It is, if I remember right, 0.0434 ounces of silver. That's worth about $1. But in this condition is worth about $5. So that is, well, it is a little bit stained on here, but the plural of litus is litu. I've noticed that on their modern coins, the plural becomes litai, for whatever that means. But got good details, but a little bit stained or corroded on it. So I still easily the best coin in here. So I guess I can live with a few duplicate Korean coins and Italian coins if I get stuff like that out of here. So some more Korean coins testing me what I just said. Well, at least we haven't seen the 500 won yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one. And it just occurred to me, saying it out loud, won, that it's almost the same as the currency of China, but spelled a lot different. That one features some kind of, I guess that's a crane or of some sort. Maybe that side is, well, what side's up on here? Now that'd be flying upside down, so it's, okay, that's going to be up. So yeah, it's a lot better than the other coins, but not all that rare either. So that's our third one of those. Again, at least it's uncirculated. They had a price of 25 cents on that one. Tiny flip of, yeah, that's another coin I don't need. 1 pfennig coin. There's the 101 again. Not sure if anyone would pay $1.25 for that coin. Not good enough condition, I don't think, to be worth that. Maybe it's all right. So that just goes to show that it was early 40s when Britain stopped using silver in their coins, because that had been a silver coin up until then. Another common Italian coin, the 200 lira. This is the non-commemorative version, the one that they made every year. Good shape. Then a dirty coin from Costa Rica, 10 colones. They say they want $1 for that, but it's covered in mud. No one's feels like cleaning it. Looks like our next to last coin. I like this one from Costa Rica more than the last one, just because these little bit older coins of the lower value, 50 centimos, you don't find them as often, but still a little bit dirty. So the last coin in here is the one that may have caught my eye to begin with, because if I see something like that, I would like to find it described to me. And we've got another one from Indonesia. I was not expecting that. But now that I see this side, I probably have it. But again, I might not have it in this good condition. So from 1954, an aluminum coin, to find it in nearly uncirculated condition is always a good thing. So probably another set upgrade. So this bag, certainly worth the $10 that I paid for it. So it's going to be another 3 videos just like this one coming up over the next few weeks. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.